Hey, this is your man StyleCon coming at you again with another video. Today we're going to be looking at two belts, the Trakline belt and the slide belt. Slide belt saw my one video that I did to battle the Ratchet belts between the Trakline belt and the Mission belt, and they wanted to get a shot at the title. So I was like, all right, send me a belt. We'll see what it works out to be. And needless to say, today has come to that day. I've worn it long enough where I can give my honest opinion about these two belts. And let's get into this battle of the Ratchet belts. On the left, we have the current champ, the Trakline belt. And on the right, we have the contender coming up. We have the slide belt. Now, let's get into both of these belts. Let's start off with the champ. The champ we have here with the silver buckle. And I've been wearing this around for a while. Now let's get into the buckles themselves. They both have substantial weight. You know, they don't feel cheap or flimsy or anything like that. But the only thing about this buckle that I noticed since I got the slide belt, obviously it's fairly simple to, get it on and off. Now I've had this where it's popped off on me maybe once or twice. It doesn't happen too often, but because it doesn't have that bite to it, that you can have like an issue with it here and there. At least I did. I can't speak for anyone else, but if you've had a problem like that, leave a comment in the section down below. Let me know. And then we have the slide belt. Now this one is a straight monster. You are not going to get that out just as easy as the Trakline. It's not going to happen. So, sorry, I'm not going to try to cut my wrist today, especially with a butter knife. Too many people would get rich off of that, not trying to make them happy. All right, now, that you have to get off that way. That is no way that's coming off, at all. But now these are two different types of buckles. The only reason why I say that is Trakline touts their belt as being TSA friendly. So if you're going through the airport, and you just want to take off the buckle and not take off your whole belt, it does make it easier. This one, obviously, you need something to pry it open, so it's not going to be as easy. You're going to have to take the whole belt off. But now, if you're carrying something, say a gun, a pack on your, your belt, I think this is going to be a lot better. So now they do serve two different purposes. So I can see owning both of these, which I do. So I would use this for every day. I mean, you could use them both for every day, but if I'm going traveling or whatever it is, and I don't want to take my belt completely off, you could use that. And then, of course, for everyday use, if you're carrying a gun or whatever it is, I would definitely use this because, like I said, I haven't had an issue with it since I got it where it accidentally came open. Once that thing bites down, it bites down. So I'm going to give the winner. And let's check this out. In the hand, they both have similar weights. So they feel robust. So they don't feel cheap or flimsy or anything like that. So in that regard, you can't go wrong. But it all depends how you want to use it. I mean, I'm not trying to cop out and say one's a definite winner over the other. It just all depends how you plan on using it. Like I can see owning both of these for those simple reasons. This I would use every day. This I would use when I'm traveling. So it would make it a lot easier. Now, let's get into the belts themselves. Now, they both use similar type leather, top grain. Now, when you get into it, you have the slide belt here. And then you have the Trakline. Now, with the Trakline, it is longer. You'll take notice to that. Track's a lot longer. And then I like the double stitching on the track belt. This is just single stitching. So I'm going to give it hands down the winner in the belt department to the Trakline belt. So now we're looking at a stalemate. I'm giving the buckle to the slide belt. And I'm giving the belt itself to the Trakline. So there's only one thing that I noticed here. Say if you decided, hey, StyleCon, how about if I just buy the buckle and then I buy the belt from that? it's not interchangeable on the slide belt part. It doesn't go in. But now on the Trakline, you can use the slide, and that fits. Obviously it doesn't look good, sorry. But you can use it. But the only thing is, now if you had the best of both worlds, it would be nice if slide belt would allow you to actually use any and all belts that are this size. Obviously, you know, you can buy different ones if you want, but I like the Trakline just because it is longer, so it makes it easier to adjust. You have more micro adjustments, but it doesn't fit. I mean, you could probably cut it down if you want, but I wouldn't do that personally. But this one we're going to call a tie at the current time, depending upon what you like and how you plan on using it. If you like the micro adjustments more, the Trakline's the winner. You know, if you're traveling all the time, Trakline's a winner. If you're carrying things on your belt, or you want something that's sturdier, you know, say if you had your Trakline come loose, you know, the slide belt's the obvious choice. So it's up to you on this one. Right now, I'm feeling them both. I think they're both great values. I love my slide belts, track belts. They are great. As my older belts are starting to fall apart, I am replacing them all with Trakline belts and slide belts. Can't go wrong either way. This one, I'm going to leave up to you. It's your choice. Once again, this is StyleCon. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch my video. If you have any questions or comments, as usual, leave them down below, and I will check you out in the next video.